HarperCollins and HarperAudio present What's Gotten Into You? The Story of Your Body's Atoms, from the Big Bang Through Last Night's Dinner, by Dan Levitt. Read by Mike Chamberlain. A note before we begin. For notes on the text, additional reading materials, and the author's acknowledgments, don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider, or go directly to harpercollins.com/pages/what's gotten into you. We are an example of what hydrogen atoms can do, given 15 billion years of cosmic evolution. Carl Sagan. Introduction. $1,942.29 in the bank. This book was inspired by a warning. When my teenage daughter decided to become a vegetarian, I recalled a caution I had received from my grandfather, who once owned a small hunting lodge and, at 90, still loved wild game. He told me it was unhealthy not to eat meat. I also recalled that Henry David Thoreau once received a similar admonition from a farmer. You cannot live on vegetable food solely, for it furnishes nothing to make bones with. As the farmer spoke, Thoreau noted wryly, he stood behind sturdy oxen who pulled him and his lumbering plow along in spite of every obstacle with vegetable-made bones. So when my daughter told me of her intentions, I was sympathetic. I knew her bones were not in grave danger if she became a vegetarian. But I began to wonder, what exactly are we made of? I'd studied science in college and spent years making science films. I thought I knew a fair amount. Yet I realized that I knew less about what I was composed of than I knew about what lay inside my computer or my car. So I began asking questions. What is inside us? That seems easy. Muscle, organs, and bones. What are these made of? Cells, molecules, and atoms. Go on. What are they made of? That's a lot harder. Where did they come from? I'm not sure. And how do we know any of this? Not a clue. My questions sparked a flurry of Googling, reading, and conversations with remarkably patient scientists. I soon found myself hooked by an epic tale. I discovered that our atoms have seen so much that, if they could speak, they'd probably never stop talking. Their history begins at the beginning of time, and their dramatic odyssey across billions of years was only revealed, I discovered, by many surprising, even shocking discoveries. As time went on, my investigation evolved into something deeper. Themes and connections emerged, and I discovered that taking the long view also revealed the majesty of our existence in a way I'd never before appreciated. Carl Sagan once famously said, "We are made of star stuff." This is the improbable story of how it happened. The story begins with the truly bizarre discovery that all matter, everything around and within us, has an ultimate birthday. The day the universe was born. We'll see how, on our atoms' long, strange journeys toward us, they were transformed into stars, helped assemble our planet, and then hunkered down while the newborn Earth endured unimaginable catastrophes. Once things calmed down, those dead atoms, in stunning recombinations, brought forth life, terraformed Earth, and created plants, which at last made our own existence possible. Finally, we'll see how our bodies transform the food on our dinner plates into us. Mind you, our own interiors are so vast that it's difficult to fathom how bewilderingly complex we truly are. You are an ever-changing mosaic, a colony of 30 trillion cells, each made of over 100 trillion atoms that are dancing in riotous, vibrating shuffles. You contain 1 billion times more atoms than all the grains of sand in the Earth's deserts. If you weigh 150 pounds, you carry around enough carbon to make 25 pounds of charcoal, enough salt to fill a saltshaker,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?